is up, guys? Monster Jet Fanatic here. Today we're going to be picking up a couple collections. Well, I already picked one up. It was a vintage lot, and then there's a box in the back, but I'm obviously driving. We're going to get the other collection right now. It's an insane lot. I just wanted to open the video up before it got dark. Beautiful evening here in North Carolina on Black Friday evening. I'll see you guys when we get to the next place for the next collection. All right, man, it is really cold out here. So we just got the collections. We went to that second one, and I picked the camera up before or after I got the first one. It's freezing out. I was freezing the whole way, so I didn't record anything. But before we do go inside, I already took the second lot that we got the good one in. But this one's really, really good too. And we still have one to get tomorrow. But look at this, guys. So many vintage ones, super cool. There's bigger ones, but I just came to my girlfriend's house and I left the bigger ones at my house. It's later on at night. I got back home and stuff, so I'm not gonna show you guys the bigger ones. There's some cool old 124s and rip treads, but they're in bad shape. They're dusty. Before I came here, I kind of washed a lot of these, so you can see there's a lot of really old ones in here. And something I do want to say, I have some bad news, especially for myself. It sucks. So I was sifting through it when I first got it this afternoon. Saw there was a Goldberg at the bottom. I was trying to sift it out. I was like, oh, it's a Goldberg, and in the process, I broke both of its left two tires off. They're somewhere there in the bottom, but it was in pretty good shape too. Sucks, there's not even any chips on it, so it would have been a good piece, but it's a 25-year-old truck, so not surprised. So you can probably see there's a lot of awesome cool old metal on metal trucks from the early 2000s in here. So let's get this inside. I already got the one from, the big one from Jacksonville, North Carolina in. So let's get this one inside. I'm gonna lay it all out, show you guys some of the highlights, and let you guys just see an overall, just an overview, you know what I mean? So let's get inside. All right, we are inside, so we're actually gonna take a look at the big lot that we got from Jacksonville, North Carolina. The old ones are still in there, and we'll take a look at that after I get these lined up. It took me a minute to get these out because I'm checking to see if they roll good. I'm fixing the axles. There is a lot, so I thought there was 225. There's actually 242, so pretty close, but I was just letting you guys know a little bit more than I thought. And there's some highlights like Backwards Bob, Edge Glow Dragon, the Gears Son of a Digger's in there, Bad News. There's so many bangers in here. Soldier Fortune, there's Rodozer, the OG Fire Max D, couple Chrome Diggers. There's actually a lot of duplicates in here. You'll notice there's 3 Avengers. There's even a couple of those X-Ray Shockers. There may be another Gas Monkey. I think there's a Spin Master Gas Monkey. Yeah, right here. Actually, I think those are both Hot Wheels, so never mind. But there is 2 nonetheless. We have the OG Dalmatian there. It goes with the Max D. Gears, Earthshaker, Inferno. There's some really cool ones in here. Bounty Hunter, too bad it is not the phone number variant. That'd be sick. Both Crustacean colors. I don't believe there's any Spin Master Crustaceans in here. Green Jurassic Attack, Cyborg Shark. There's 2 of those, as you can see. I do have a flag for a couple of these trucks. Titan has one, Cyborg Shark, Team Hot Wheels. Those are the ones that you've seen so far. I can't get over that Brodozer. That Octonair does have tires or axles that are wobbly. I could not fix. Nitro Neon Gravedigger there. The Color Shifter Gravedigger is there. The Nitro Neon Max D there. Some just really cool releases from back in the day. It looks like they stopped collecting in about 2020. Around COVID time. I see Monster Mutt Poodles in here. They really like Medusas. The person that I bought the collection from actually had a couple of the Farewell Tour Medusas. Those really, really hard to find pieces. I love that Avenger right there, guys. Such a cool truck. We're gonna keep going. The Chrome Pirate or Captain's Curse. I forgot about those. There's a lot of X-rays in here. I love the X-rays. Glow in the Dark, Gravedigger, King Crunch. That one also has the flag. Color Treads, Sun Digger, and Gravedigger. X-Ray Jester, Yellow Tour Local Color Treads. There's 2 first edition Ice Cream Mans in here. Dirty to Clean Max D. Those may be one of the newest trucks in here. I think the Soldier Fortune Black Ops is in here too. A couple Scooby-Doos in here. There's another one of the Avengers. Nitro Hornet. A couple Predators. The Gas Monkey again, Avenger. This is one of the 2 broken trucks or missing part trucks. This one's broken, and then there's a purple Mogwai that doesn't have the Mohawk, unfortunately. Those are the only ones that are just missing something. Nitro Neon Soldier Fortune. That's a pretty hard one to find nowadays. There's another regular Predator. As you can see, that's the older one actually, with the BKTs. That's pretty cool. Ice Gravedigger. There is the Soldier Fortune Black Ops that goes with that Blackout Max D. Avenger is there. There's a OG Pink Medusa from 2012. They were really big collectors of Medusa. There's actually 3 of these Chrome Farewell Tour Medusas. That's not the one that I was talking about. They have the Pink Farewell Tour. There's 3 of those in this collection though. Those Chrome Medusas. We have the Yellow Zombie. I'm just again pointing out highlights. I'm not pointing out everything. There's a Ice Northern Nightmare. There's another one of the Chrome Medusas. Prowler, Max Contrast Dragon, again, one of the newer trucks. There's a couple wheelie bars in here. This Sparkle Smash at the beginning is another one. I think those are actually the only two. Ice Bakugan Dragonoid, OG, Backdraft King Crunch. There's a couple of those King Crunches in here too. We're just moving down the line. A couple of those as well. I love Overkill. A lot of these track aces, I know a lot of people like those nowadays. The Slime Hot Wheels. There was another one over here with the flag. So yeah, there's a lot of duplicates, but they're good duplicates. There is Drastic Attack. That is the Hot Wheels one. The Spin Master one will be in the next lot that I show you guys. There is everything. Megalodon Fire, and then one of the bangers, one of the probably one of the coolest trucks in this lot, the Halloween El Toro Loco from, I believe, 2017. It is the Hot Wheels one, obviously, Superstore exclusive, Green Thrasher. We have, of course, the infamous 2-pack with Yeti and Wildfire, or Phoenix, whatever you want to call it. Some more, generic ones. There's another one of those King Crunch flashbacks. Another banger right there, one of the harder Fire and Ice to find, Pirate's Curse. I love that Chrome Gold Max D. There's a couple Chrome Gravediggers in here too. One I didn't even realize was in this collection until I was just bringing them out and putting them out is the Blackout Gravedigger. Gotta love that one. Crusader, there's another one of the Ice Cream Mans. There's a couple Bone Shakers in here. Color Treads, Higher Education, and Dragon. There's that pink Mohawk Warrior down there. And then it goes down the line. Orange Gravedigger, Nitro Neon Meg, Stinger Unleash, another X-Ray Shocker. There was one over here. Black Avenger, that multi-pack exclusive Black Avenger, looks awesome. Chrome Frost El Toro Double Decker, Bad News. Doomsday Color Treads, another banger not Ice Cream Man, the Dalmatian Max in, or what? And then there's another banger right there. There is the Inverted Dalmatian. And then we're actually almost done, only 2 more rows. Junkyard Dog, Black El Toro, super cool trucks, a lot of cool releases. Poodle, another truck that you'll see here later on. A couple of these trucks have chips, as you can see. That Rottweiler does have a couple chips. Some of these are slightly chipped, but a lot of these are in pretty good shape. There's 2 Travel Tread Gravediggers right there, one only having 1 tire, but that is also a Travel Tread. And it has all 4 tires. These are the few holiday exclusives. Rottweiler, Mutt, El Toro, and Gravedigger. That's it. That Rottweiler is cool, but that one is one of the most chipped trucks in this collection. Cool enough, there is all 5 Stars and Stripes. Gravedigger, El Toro, Mohawk, Max D, and Soldier Fortune. And then these were the silver editions. There's 6 of them. Mohawk Warrior, Gravedigger, El Toro, Max D, Dragon, and Avenger. So there's this collection. I'm going to show you guys the vintage collection here that you guys saw in the last clip, and then I'll end it off with the collection that I just picked up today. Here's the next collection. So the guy said there was about 150 pieces. Now I just brought the smaller ones. There were bigger size ones, like I said, in the car, but I didn't bring that box with me. I assume there's probably like 30-ish pieces, so you're looking at about 90. Then there's a couple stuff that is kind of like off frame, and then I left some like off-brand stuff in there. It's a little wet because I did just wash these not too long ago. You can still see the Goldberg tires in there. That sucks, but there's like old Matchbox trucks, other off-brand stuff, really just like stuff that no one would really care about. So I'm trying my best to dust these off, but some of them are really dusty. They haven't been touched in years. So there's gonna be ones that aren't even Monster Jam related, like these. There's a couple friction powered ones. The Line X Bigfoot, that one's pretty cool. A lot of these are still gonna be a little dusty. I tried my best. So look at these 3 Spectre Flames right here, all from like 2008. Scarlet Bandit, Dalmatian, and Blue Thunder. Most of these are in pretty good condition. A lot of them did wash up pretty good. All of these are gonna be metal based except a few. Those Spectre Flames were. This Bone Shaker isn't, but a lot of these are. I think there's a Predator here somewhere that isn't, but oh yeah, and then this. So maybe like 5 to 7 maybe that aren't metal based. Look at the Scooby-Doo one. That's what I mean, just different ones. I gotta keep that one. But a lot of these other ones are gonna be for sale. That Bulldozer unfortunately does not have a horn. That sucks. Shocker. Sobe. There's Big Dog. There's a couple of those Wolverines in here. Another one of those Friction Powers. There's a Samson. I do have that one, so that'll be on the Whatnot show. This one I'm definitely keeping. That one is sick. Raminator. I do not have a Raminator die. Actually, I do, but it's not as cool as this one. I need to dust it off a little bit more, though. It's just hard because they're very like kind of sensitive, and then this one has a moving part. As you can see, it just fell out like the bed tarp kind of like moves and stuff, but it just clips right back in. So 5.0 right there. That's pretty cool. That's the Big Hub one. So there's some Big Hub ones in here. There's that plastic based Predator Reptoid. That metal based Pouncer is cool. There's a Ramunition. That was friction power too. I'm probably gonna keep that, because I don't think I have a Ramunition. A couple Bigfoot like muscle machines, like as you see right there. Full bore Brutus. There's a couple metal based Brutuses in here as well. I think this Donkey Kong is plastic based, so not many, but there still are some Gravediggers in here. Definitely not as bad as this one. That one is in terrible shape. Nitro machines right there. All 4 of the original WCW trucks are in here, but I mean the Goldberg just sucks, and both of the wheels broke off. So not the craziest collection, but still really cool because I haven't gotten vintage stuff in a while. X Racers right there. Maniac, Equalizer. the Big Hub Red TMNT. That is the metal base right there, and Wise Guys right next to him. And then one of the coolest small hubs ever made. It's in good shape too. You have Cyborg with all the cool little hoses on it. Avengers right there, Hot Wheels, really, really cool stuff. Great Bite, Monster Bust, Wolverine. There's an Easter Beast Gravedigger. It's an alright shape. It needs to be dusted off below. There's the Goldberg, small hub, yellow TMNT or orange, Eradicator, Virginia Giant Power Forward, a couple Bigfoot, or not Swamp Thing. I may keep that. It looks like it's missing a part, like the fangs, but oh well, whatever. There's a couple more right there. Pretty cool pieces. I've never seen them before. There was supposed to be a whiteout Gravedigger here, but they took a couple trucks, so not my best lot ever, but there's still some pretty cool stuff in here. It's still cool to have all these originals. I mean, there's like 90 trucks here, so not bad. And these are all the highlights. I'm keeping that Snakebite for sure. So there's even some that I'm keeping in here. I won't keep that or that Bigfoot right there. I have that one. There's another Brutus. That one's in pretty good shape, actually. Toadsaurus Rex, that one's in really good shape too. Absolutely love that truck. Splashfire, WCW Sting, that was actually in really good shape as well. Dragon's Breath, plastic base, and then yeah, we're ending it off with Black Stallion. So there you go. Now let's move on to the trucks that are in those two bags right there. And tonight we just went and picked up that final collection. So that means over 500. I haven't made an exact count, but I would guess there's 150 trucks here exactly. And I'd say I got over 520 trucks just this weekend between Black Friday and then, tonight. So we got the two from North Carolina, like I showed you. And then I got another collection tonight. There's a lot of good ones, and I'm sure you can see some amazing ones. I'll show you guys a few highlights. We have this cool Sparkle Smash from a while back. Fire Avenger. There's a couple Avengers in here. Now, some of these are chipped. I had to wash a lot of these, especially the ones in the front, because they had sand on it, which is a first. They definitely took it to the beach. As you can see, this is one of the ones that are chipped. And then you're going to see, actually, I'll just show you guys one of the more chipped ones. And it's very unfortunate because it's one of the most expensive and hardest ones to find in this whole collection. The female zombie, as you can see, there's some chips on it. But again, all this will be ran on the Whatnot Show regardless. You can probably get a great deal on this. If you guys don't care about the condition, it's for the kids. Or again, if you don't care about the condition, if it doesn't need to be perfect, this is the one for you. There's some chips on the corners and on the hair. Obviously, some of my favorites from this whole collection are the Series 1 Nitro Neons. Gravedigger was not included, but the other three were. There is the Team Nitro Zombie, beautiful piece. Surf Gravedigger, a couple chips on this one. Not terrible. Some of these are in great condition though. And then right next to it, that 25th anniversary chrome. They kept a lot of the Gravediggers, hence why the Nitro Neon Gravedigger isn't in here. But there's still a couple cool ones in here. We have Carnage Asada, which I ended up breaking the tire off, so I'm going to have to repair that with super glue or something. I actually think I needed this Dragon Mud Treads. A couple of these I needed. This Mega Rex, I don't believe I have. It's a different color. I can't remember if I have this playset exclusive Megalodon. I think it's Lupa Doom. I can't really remember. And then I don't remember a Bone Shaker with white wheels, so it may be a variant I need. Again, I'm just going to show you guys some, like highlights here. You guys can see everything. I'm showing you guys everything. OCD Meltdown, which is a pretty cool one to have. I've never had one loose for Whatnot. We have the green Biker Zombie, pretty good condition as well. Pretty good condition, just a little chip on the tip right there on the nose. But the Series 1 Neon Dragonoid, guys, that is a hard one to find. You can tell I just washed these trucks. They're still a little wet. Series 1 Nitro Neon Earthshaker. This one is in perfect shape. Earth and Surf Horsepower. Here's the Aqua Stallion that goes with it. Both of them are in good shape. Have that blue Wonder Woman. Always like that one. The Danger Divas Boogie Van. This one is a couple scuffs on it. Definitely has had some love shown to it, but still an awesome piece. Same with this Avenger. Definitely has some chips on it. Definitely a favorited truck, that's for sure, but still an awesome paint job, split paint job Avenger right there. We have the playset exclusive Fire Maxi. Very clean truck. Pretty good shape as well. And then I have to show you guys the last Avenger here, the Global Avenger. One of the cooler ones in here, that's for sure, is the Series 29 chase piece, the Glaze Machine, in pretty good shape too. Definitely one of the coolest chase pieces we've gotten, and this isn't even in the coolest food truck chase piece. I'll get to it towards the end. It's in the back right there. And then there's a Earth and Surf Whiplash, Reckless El Toro Loco, the orange Bad Company. I love the Bad Company truck, so gotta show that one off. Phased Out Pirate's Curse. We have the Zombie Hunters Max D. Very, very clean, actually. Same with the one that is right next to it, the Zombie Monster Met Dalmatian. That is such a hard one to find, and I got one here, mint condition. This is a playset exclusive, the Stunt Truck. This one's definitely gotten some chips on it, but oh well. Phased out Northern Nightmare. I also love this like Bigfoot Snakebite duo truck. I love that. There are some pretty cool Hubbles monster trucks in here. I will say there is a Max Contrast Mega Rex in here too. I completely forgot that existed. It's in decent shape. Couple little dots that are missing, but it's all good. Wolf's Head's back here. That's an awesome one. So the Kraken that came with this is also in here. We have a poodle. I have a few of these poodles in my inventory now, so I'll probably have one today on my Whatnot show. We have the Hyper Fueled, I believe, Series Calavera. Very, very bright and pink. There's like 3 of these. There's one right here. I think there's one in the back. Yeah, there's one right there. And then there was another one up here. Don't know why there was 3 of these, but we have that Max Dios in the 2-pack with that son of a digger. Still pretty cool colors though, very bright. We have the Surf Megalodon, not in terrible shape. The fins on the tip both have little paint missing areas, but that's kind of common with those. This is one of the most uncommon ones that I think are in this lot, is the Monster Machines Mighty Bus. And if you know, you know. They were in-show exclusive. I think they're sold out. They were mainly on the West Coast, but there was a show around where I bought this collection at, and they had this truck at that show a couple years ago, and that had to have been where they got it at. I have one carded, so it will be on the Whatnot show, but that is a very, very uncommon Monster Machines right there, the Mighty Bus. It's a teammate with Sergeant Smash. They made that one too. I need that one still. There was the other Maxi, so one there, one there, and one there. So I was not lying. There's a Mud Treads one right beside it. Big Kahuna. Love that one. Just like OCD Meltdown, that is not the only Superstore exclusive in this lot. She also had the Pumpkin Earthshaker. Really wish I was able to get that. There were some really good ones. Like I said, the Nitro Neon Gravedigger. They also had the Creature's Gravedigger, which the Creature I was able to obtain, but not the Gravedigger. She wanted to keep a lot of them. There's still a couple in here, like the Surf one. Some cool ones, so it's all good. Purple Jurassic Attacks right there. Dragonoid right there. That is the 2-pack exclusive, the orange one. I really like that one. Had to move to the back side here. We have Velociraptor. A lot of people have been asking me for this one, so we got a Golden Retriever coming up here soon. Thunderbus is right there. We have a Kraken. That is the one that came in the pack with the Wolf's Head. And then I'll end the highlights off with probably the coolest find in this whole collection, the Series 28 Swine and Dash Chase piece. I just sold one of these carded a few weeks ago, so if you missed that, if you don't need it carded, here is a really good condition loose one. A little piece of paint missing right there on the spoiler, very, very small. You can hardly even tell. Other than that, it's in great shape, and it is ready to go home to one of y'all shortly, guys. So there is that collection. And honestly, those were all the collections, guys. So 150 here, about 150 in the other collection. I don't know, I didn't count. And then about 225 in the other. So that's about 525, give or take. So just in 2 days, I think that's pretty fun. If this isn't going to convince the ones that haven't gotten Whatnot to get Whatnot, I don't know what will. So hope to see you guys on the Whatnot show either in a couple hours, or if you miss it, just on one of the upcoming Whatnot shows. I have a couple that are still out in the coming weeks. So go to the top links in the description or comments, bookmark the upcoming shows. And obviously, if you are a new customer, or you're trying to sign up, use my $15 referral so you guys get a free $15 to use on my next show. And I hope to see you guys there. Please like, comment, and of course subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.